Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I don't know about you, but I am really ecstatic. We are less than an hour away from what we're going to be doing today. Let me turn down the TV a little bit here. We are going to be doing some things that we have not done before here at the Joe Boo Sports Report. And because this is the beginning of free agency, I've got my red shirt on because this is code red for the Dallas Cowboys. This is shit or get off the toilet. Sorry, Dad. It's just one of those kind of days. I got to use the proper terms for this. And we are going to be following along because this goes beyond just what happens with the Cowboys. We're going to see where Cowboy players, former players, go. We're going to see what players get signed. We're going to see what teams are going to get better. We're going to find out what teams are buyers and sellers. We're going to find out a lot today. And I want to be here all day long. But, you know, broke people, poor people have to work. So I'm going to have the camera set up out here. So when I need to come out here and tighten up a piece or check a piece or something like that, I can do that and still keep up with everything that is the Dallas Cowboys. In fact, we may be cooking some chicken wings live here during this day. This is going to be a day of following the Joe Boo Sports Report's day job, as well as cooking and tailgate with Joe Boo and the Joe Boo Sports Report. So I'm in the last bit. I'm trying to get some stuff set up so I'll be able to work with this stuff later. This is actually believe it or not, this is going to be a taco press, something I've never made before. The gentleman sent me a picture of his daughters and stuff that are going to go in here. This is going to attach to another piece, have hinges on it, and be epoxy resin like we do. I've got to finish. Where is it? Oh, I gotta sand this out, get this thing painted, get this painted right here to get ready to be epoxied as well, and then I have these other ones over here. So we're trying to multitask here. Now I've got to tease you guys with something for tonight. Tonight we have some possible information about what really transpired with Amari Cooper and the Dallas Cowboys. This just doesn't smell right. It stinks. It's like you're at FedEx Field right now. It just doesn't add up for the Cowboys to trade Amari Cooper, who has been productive. We're hearing rumors this morning that he didn't fit the offensive system the way they want to do. It's kind of like retroactively kind of explaining why the Cowboys did what they did. But I'm hearing something a little bit different, and we're going to be going into this tonight a little bit more. We definitely have some rumors, and we will definitely be going into this tonight more during our regular live stream at 9 o'clock. Word is that, you know, we've heard the riff of Dak and Amari allegedly saying that he's the black Kirk Cousins. Well, I don't know if that actually transpired or not, but quite frankly, Kirk Cousins, who is moving up the list of paid quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins, I believe, is number 10 in quarterback compensation. Or, excuse me, Kirk Cousins is a top 10 in money making in the NFL. He's 10th on the list of amount of money that he's already made, and he still will be making more money throughout the rest of his contract. Kirk Cousins will be a top 5 quarterback. So I'm not sure that saying you're the black Kirk Cousins, you know, if we're talking about money, is exactly the worst thing in the world. But be that as it may, beyond that, there apparently may be a rift that was happening between Dak and Amari Cooper. And we're going to go into more details tonight with this. Like I said, I've got to get somebody who has a little bit more knowledge on the channel with me. But apparently, Dak was allegedly part of the reason why Amari Cooper went. I have to say, when you think about Michael Irvin saying that, you know, as a player, you end up doing all this rehab, you do all this weightlifting, you do all this training, you do everything you can to be the best player that you can be, and why wouldn't you take a shot? If that helps to lessen the likelihood of failure. And when you think about the 2 games that he missed being out of COVID, and then the 3rd game where he was still recovering, you look at that and say, were you all in with the team? Because the team is trying to build a team to win it all. And then after that, to then constantly be out without a mask and in the limelight and stuff and literally getting fined $10,000 by the NFL, put those kind of things up there beyond just Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones saying that when you're a high-paid player, you get scrutinized that you must perform. So there's definitely a lot of moving parts to all of this situation right now. And we're going to be trying to find out what the real deal is. And we probably will never know the whole true picture and the whole story of everything that transpired with that. But we're going to do our best to try and figure it out. In the end, when you think about Dak Prescott saying, or being asked, should you have more say in the Dallas Cowboys of what's going on and the players and things like that, and him responding by, of course, you know, you should. And when you are the face of the franchise, and let's be clear, whether you like Dak or not, he is the face of the Dallas Cowboys. So you have to look at that and say, yeah, Dak is the face of the franchise. And we definitely have to at least listen to his input and make him feel as comfortable as possible and surround him with people that have the right attitude. And it may be that his attitude for Amari Cooper wasn't deemed right. The other problem with this situation is the Dallas Cowboys suck when it comes to negotiation. And the reason they suck at negotiating is they have everything out and open. They basically let everybody know we're done with Amari Cooper, and it became a waiting game to see if he's going to get traded or if he's going to get released. And basically, they had a gun to their head with the Browns that, no, you can't take that hit. We'll give you a little something, but we're not going to make it much. We'll do enough to make sure we get him, but we're not going to do much to make you better. And this lies the problem with the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, my hope and prayer is that if Jerry Jones, or it's not if, when Jerry Jones goes, that Stephen Jones recognizes that he can't be Jerry Jones and the money guy and the GM, that he literally steps away. If he doesn't, we're screwed. So tune in. About 50 minutes from now, we'll be going live all day long. You never know. I might be in the kitchen. I may be here in the workshop. I may be down in the man cave, but we're going to be bringing you all the news. And I'll see you in a bit.